How's it going, folks? I hope you're having a good night or day wherever you are. Huge news has dropped from One Piece, which may contain huge details for 2017. Uh, there's a link to the articles in the description box below. You can check it out first or check out this video either way. It's only a short article, but nonetheless, the editor for One Piece Weekly Shonen Jump revealed some interesting details on a stream called School of Jump. One Piece will enter the Wano Arc next year, 2017. That is confirmed, and that the Whole Cake Island arc is now halfway complete. Now that's very interesting. I'll give you my thoughts in a minute. The details were revealed by none other the editor than Oda himself, and there is no exact dates mentioned, but we can expect things to unravel at an exciting pace. The editor mentioned that the remaining part of the arc will be more fast-paced, so that means the remaining part of Whole Cake Island is going to be sped up a little bit, which is really interesting considering the fact it's only halfway done. So I'm assuming sooner rather than later we're going to get the fight between Big Mom and Luffy. I don't know if Luffy's going to take Big Mom out, seeing as though this is the first for Emperor's arc as well. But yeah, that was a short article, but that's confirmed. Now, the 2017 could also be not only the year that Wano begins, but also the year of Zoro, because remember, Zoro technically is in command of the Straw Hats. So I don't know if Oda's going to jump straight to the Zoro's group. We heard from Vito that they already arrived on Wano. Or if we're going to have Luffy reunite with the Straw Hats. There was some type of spoiler article a couple of months ago. That video is by Sawyer. Check him out. Check out that video. Whether or not it's definitely going to happen, that's up to you to decide from what we learned in Whole Cake Island thus far when it comes to Luffy. At some point, we know that Oda has plans for Luffy versus Kaido. We don't know how it's going to end. He knows. Well, he's stated that he doesn't know how it's going to end, but we know we're going to get the Luffy versus Kaido fight. I don't know if it's going to be a one-on-one fight. I doubt it, considering how that brings me to my point. So far, Luffy has been pushed by Cracker. He got taken out by Sanji. And yes, I know that Sanji's a different story, but you have to take in consideration that does not do well for Luffy if he's supposed to go up against a Yonko. But then again, that's down to Luffy's maturity. But against Cracker, that's a different story, because 3 points you need to bring up. Number one, Cracker was able to pierce Luffy when he was a Gear 4 with his sword, something that Doflamingo could not do in Dressrosa. Number two, if it wasn't for Nami holding the Vivid card, using the homies as cover so Luffy can recuperate, we don't know how that fight would turn up. It may have lasted longer. If it wasn't for Nami raining down the Crackers, there's no way Luffy would be able to fill himself up to the point where at least Gear 4 Tank Man, because we know that's another mode. Now, I don't know if he's going to release the other two against Big Mom. It's possible. But if that's the case, then the other two have to be out of this world. Otherwise, there's no chance Luffy's defeating Kaido, or even a Big Mom at this rate. And then he got taken down by Sanji with the Kosei. He didn't KO him because Luffy was back up, but he was fucked up after that, and to the point where he also got taken in by Big Mom's army. Yes, he did refuse to move, which led to him and Nami being captured, and that's another point. That's another reason why I think Sanji's going to be the first to deal the blow to Big Mom, because Luffy can't do shit right now. He's locked up. Unless somebody takes down Montdor, and I've talked about this before, about who could take him out, they're not getting anywhere close to Big Mom or Sanji. So, and we know Pudding has something planned, but that's another topic. But all this points towards is that Luffy has to power up big time, even after Whole Cake Island. So I don't know if it's going to be a time skip, but whatever happens, if by some miracle Luffy can take down Big Mom or even rescue Sanji, then he may get the influence of the subordinates under Big Mom. That's possible because Luffy does have that tendency to make friends wherever he goes or make allies wherever he goes. But even then, it's like the chances of taking down Kaido, Law said himself, a 30% max. So even with the Law Luffy alliance, so they're going to need all the help they can get. It's possible they can take all the. And remember, there's a gathering. Weddings are gathering, so we haven't seen everybody's going to attend the wedding. And we may get introduced to a couple of characters we haven't seen before, and they may end up helping Luffy in the long run. We know Luffy already has the alliance, the Grand Fleet Alliance, so they may play a role in this. But for sure, remember, now this thing's the way that Oda is shaking things up in this arc. Usually, Luffy does have a couple of scuffles, but Luffy usually doesn't have to struggle until he takes down or until he faces the main antagonist of the series. In this case, he struggles against Cracker, a subordinate of a Yonko, which is expected because the competition is going to rise exponentially the further they go into the New World. That should be a shocker. What is the way he struggled, which is this shakes things up, and this is why I get the feeling that Zoro is going to be the first to fight Kaido, because of right now the only member of the Straw Hats has not been tested is Zoro. Yes, I realize that Zoro may end up fighting Jack. That's actually more popular than anything else. Everybody wants that fight to happen no matter what. The way that things are shaking up in Whole Cake Island, since the Straw Hats have arrived, has not gone to the Straw Hats planning. So the same could be said against the Kaido side of things. And Kaido already knows what's going on. And the thing about, you have Apu coming to, he's going to arrive on Zou, contact with Jack after he got taken out by Zunisha. We know he's still alive. There's a possibility, well, there's more than just a possibility he's part fisherman. And actually, Zoro one-shotted Hody Jones back from Fishman Island, so that's some type of foreshadowing for maybe a Jack versus Zoro on Wano. That's not to say that just because Zoro may end up fighting Jack, that doesn't necessarily mean Jack is the only one that Zoro will face. No, because Zoro has a huge connection with Wano, and I've said this before. Remember, ever since he dealt with Ryoma back on Thriller Bark, he had his cursed sword. He met up with Kinemon, he met up with Kanjuro, and now he's met up with Raizo. So Zoro, and remember, Zoro's connection with Luffy's pretty deep. So remember, Luffy vowed to take out Kaido for Momonosuke because of his parents being executed at the hands of Kaido. So it's personal. So you can bet Zoro will be the next to pick up the fight in Luffy's absence. We know that. So I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility for Zoro versus Kaido at this point. And like I said, Zoro is the only one out the group that's been untested. Yes, Robin hasn't had a one-on-one fight, but let's be honest here, Zoro has struggled less than any other person since they entered the New World. He one-shotted Hyozo, he one-shotted Monet, and he one-shotted Pika. So, and Usopp may do something epic because he did Waking Observation Hockey in Dressrosa, but right now, Zoro and Luke, and yes, I know Law could end up facing Kaido as well, but Law got his ass wrecked by Doflamingo bad in Dressrosa, so it's a miracle that Law survived. And remember, Law said he was willing to give up his life to fight Doflamingo. So, and this is what, because Kaido and Zoro are pretty much unknown when it comes to the abilities. A lot of people are making theories about it. Zoro may open up his eye. Kaido may end up having their Oni Devil Fruit. It's possible. And Roger's Base made a theory about that. Check that one out as well. But now we know at some point we're going to find out what happened to Kid and the rest of the Kid Alliance. We know Apu again is coming to Zoro, maybe to pick up Jack as well. We know that Drake is on Wano because remember, before the time skip, Drake challenged Kaido, and now he's become a subordinate shortly after Dressrosa. So, and we know from lore that the only way to survive in the new world is to either align yourself with a Yonko or try and take him out. So, and we know there's going to be some type of betrayal, because Ashley Doflamingo foreshadowed it, and plus, when Capone shot Peckham's for the second time, Peckham did say to Capone, underestimating Mama will be your downfall. So there's already seeds of a betrayal. So you can bet it may lead to like the rest of the Supernova helping Luffy out against Kaido. Because right now I don't think Luffy's taking Kaido one-on-one. That's not happening unless he awakens Gear 5th, and even then, will that be enough? Yeah, because according to that spoilers, puts maybe a slight 1 week time skip or 2 week time skip to train up. So I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but for sure, one thing that Whole Cake Island Dog has told us is Luffy is nowhere near ready for Kaido. I don't know if he's ready for Big Mom, if that's actually going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. The fact that it's already halfway done through Whole Cake Island, and now we've got Wano in 2017 confirmed, no date specific, but yeah, that's hype. We know Kid is still locked up and answer Kaido, so there's already already rumors of a Luffy, Kid and Law alliance against Kaido. I don't know if that's the way it's gonna go down, like on Sabini Archipelago. But yeah, Luffy has got to power up big time. I don't know if he's gonna pull out Gear 5th in his fight with Big Mom or something else, because right now Luffy struggled to deal with Cracker. It took him 11 hours, and even then it was only because of Nami having the Vivid card that Luffy was able to recharge and go back into Gear 4 multiple times. So I don't know, but yeah, it's and that's one of the reasons why I think Sanji's going to be the first to deal the first blow to Big Mom, but Luffy may end up delivering the final blow, or Oda could switch that around, and we could get an alliance from Big Mom or Luffy, but I doubt that, because it looks like Big Mom's going to lose her shit pretty fast, especially with now the National Treasure Box being stolen with the explosives inside. So yeah, and we're putting what she's going to do now, and we're only halfway through. That's crazy. Nothing much to that, but let me know what your thoughts are down below. Wano is beginning in 2017, confirmed. Get hyped, I am. So we're going to head into the Kaido side of things. The borders of the Wano country are about to be opened in 2017. Comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys later.